Hello, welcome back to Maths with Lloydie. This is part 2 of the trigonometry session. How dare I leave you on a cliffhanger? So when I left you guys, because the timing of my video was about to expire, we had 2 exam questions to have a go at. So I'm not going to run through how to do these ones because they're very similar to what you've done earlier, and that's why they're only worth really 2 marks. So I'm just going to scroll down and hopefully the answers are there. There we go, 34.9 and 9.9. Okay, so answers are there. Mark them. We're now going to go down and have a look at what I would call a more realistic exam question. This is likely to be what you're going to be faced with in your exams because they're not only drawing in the trigonometry, they're drawing in another skill, and you don't immediately get to the answer, so you have to get started, and that's why it's worth 4 marks. Just get started on these. Now, we've got in here a right angle triangle, and I'm going to call that Y. When we've got 3 sides that we're trying to find, we're not going to use trigonometry. We could do, we're not going to. We could use maybe the cosine rule, which would be horrendous because that would involve the right angle part. But what we're going to be using is we're going to be using Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Okay, trying not to be distracted by the football at the moment because it's Rangers versus Dortmund tonight. Massive game in the Europa League on Thursday nights. Rangers just gone up, to be fair, on the night 5-2 on aggregate. So, yeah, but I'd love to get this video finished so I can watch Haaland play because he's amazing. So, Pythagoras theorem. We've got a squared plus b squared equals c squared. And the c squared, that's always the hypotenuse. Now, we've already got the hypotenuse in this. So that's going to be 20 squared. Doesn't matter which way round the A and B go, as long as you've got the 2 shorter lengths, the ones next to the right angle. So that's b squared. Right, so now let's figure out what b squared is. 16 squared is 256. You could have used the subtract formula, to be fair. You could have started off with c squared, take away a squared or whatever, but I like to do it like this because I like to show all the work in. I like to let my examiner know that I'm in business and what I'm doing. That's 144, and the square root of 144 is 12. Well, actually, it's plus or minus 12, but we're not going to have a negative length unless we go into the upside down. Stranger things coming soon. So that length is 12, so I can replace y now. And now we can get on to some trig. So with this question, we're going to have to label that triangle just like we did in the first video and earlier in this session. So this is the hypotenuse. We've got the opposite, and we have the adjacent. Now, the adjacent has got nothing on it, so let's scroll all the way up and find a trig function that doesn't contain the adjacent. Please scroll up. Please, there we go. So sine is the one that doesn't have the adjacent, so we're going to use sine. It's SOH. SOH. Answers from earlier. SOH. SOH. Good, we've remembered it. So bottom left, sin. Always draw this as well. Really important. Right, sin, and we've got the angle of 25. Come up and across, draw that properly. At the top, SOH. So whatever's at O, which is our 12. And then we've got H, which is the X. So I'm going to ignore that triangle now. Don't need it. I know what I'm doing. 12 divided by sin 25 is going to give us our answer. 12 divided by sin 25. And we've got 28.394419. Always write that, because if you make an error in your rounding, you may get the answer correct because you've put that bit there. But let's check what the question said. 1 decimal place. So we will follow our orders. We will be good soldiers. 28.4 and then units. Centimeters. There we go. Okay, that's it for today. With the trigonometry finding a side, I might be able to get another video in before the wife returns with the youngest daughter, but we'll see. Please like, subscribe, share, spread the word. Remember, there's a Facebook page. Remember, there's a Twitter page. Remember, there's an Instagram page. Pretty soon, I'm going to have 78 employees working for me with the Maths with Lloydie Empire. But until then, I need your help. Please subscribe. See you soon. Bye-bye.